Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to be going over the problem-solving strategy called CUBES with an example. So here's what CUBES stands for, and here is my example. The Hubble telescope's orbit is 5.6 times 10 to the 5th meters above Earth's surface. The telescope has a mass of 1.1 times 10 to the 4th kilograms. Earth exerts a gravitational force of 9.1 times 10 to the 4th newtons on the telescope. The magnitude of Earth's gravitational field strength at this location is, and I have to choose one of these answer choices. So the first part of CUBES is going to be circling my numbers and units. I have 3 numbers. It looks like a little bit more because I made sure to also circle the units here when it transfers over to the next line. The next step is to underline my unknown. That's usually in the last sentence or the question, but not always. So in this case, the magnitude of Earth's gravitational field strength at this location. I'm underlining gravitational field strength. And I'm writing down G equals question mark because lowercase g in physics stands for gravitational field strength. So that's the variable I'm looking for. If you forgot that, you can always look it up in your reference table. I'm on the last page here. And I see that lowercase g stands for acceleration due to gravity or gravitational field strength. Those two are the same thing. The next thing I'm supposed to do is box the keywords. And for me, I like to box words that help me figure out what each number is supposed to represent or which variable it represents. So I boxed above because that tells me that this might be the height. I boxed mass because this is the amount of mass. And I boxed gravitational force because that's another variable. That's what this represents. And I'm just going to list those out. The next thing I'm supposed to do is pick the correct equation. The most important thing that my equation has to have is lowercase g. If it doesn't have this, I cannot use it. So I'm looking on my reference table for something with lowercase g. And as I'm scrolling through, this is the one that pops out at me. It's not the only one with lowercase g, but I see that it has lowercase g, and it has fg, and it has m. And I also have fg listed and m listed. It doesn't include height, but that's totally fine. This might just be an extra piece of information. So I'm going to choose g equals fg over m. And now it's time to solve. Since I'm looking for g, and g is already by itself, I don't have to do any extra work to rearrange this equation. I can just jump right in. I'm plugging in 9.1 times 10 to the 4 for fg, and I'm plugging in 1.1 times 10 to the 4 for m. When I plug that into my calculator, this is what it's going to look like. 9.1. I like to use the e to signify times 10 to the 4th. So I get that by hitting second and then that comma right above 7. So this is E4, and then I'm dividing by 1.1 E4. And here's what that should look like in the screen of your calculator. When I hit equals, I get 8.27 repeating. I'm going to round that to 8.3. And that's my answer. Normally, I think of gravitational field strength or the acceleration due to gravity as a meters per second squared unit, but it means the same thing as newtons per kilogram. And since that's the answer, that's the unit they gave their answer in on my multiple choice question, I put that in as well. So 8.3 newtons per kilogram is the correct answer.